Welcome to HP's free Zoom open mic.
I hope you got your jokes. I hope you're ready to have fun
Because that's exactly what we're going to do tonight, all right? So get ready, get your jokes, get set, go, 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 go.
I got my vaccine. HP was talking about the vaccine.
Yeah.
Anyone else get theirs? I got mine in the. Thank you. I got mine in the back of a crack house in the Bronx. So I got a double dose and a hot shot to minimize the side effects. So I'm married. Any married folks out there? Or
Yay.
yeah, it's always like one semi. Like I love marriage so much. I'm on my second life sentence, 20 years in. Yep. My first wife was Italian. I had to go in witness protection to get out of that marriage. I don't pick up on subtle clues very well. The boat rides around the Arctic Kill, the cement shoes. Yeah, it was rough to get out. Lucky to be alive. So, everyone said you should get you should get a Jewish girl. So what do? I go out and I get a nice West Indian woman. Let me tell you, that went over great at the Goldberg dinner table. So. But my wife's cool. She's cool. She broke the Jackie Robinson color line in the Goldberg household, so I'm appreciative of that. But my mom, she's a kvetch, and she's like a retired travel agent. All she books are guilt trips, and she's like, you couldn't get a lawyer, a doctor, an accountant. I'm sorry, Mom. It's okay. It's okay. She converted to Jamaicanism, so. Yeah, marriage is good. I mean, we have our ups and downs, just like everyone. Her parents thought they were kind of disappointed. They thought they were getting a rich Jew, Michael Bloomberg, and that's all right. I thought I was getting Halle Berry, so it evens out. So I have a lot of health problems. Anyone have health problems? I've got anything that ends with an itis. I have. Okay, arthritis, carditis, colitis. You name it, I got it. So I'm very confident, though. I'm a very confident person. I'm confident I'm going to die soon. So, but all I do is spend my day taking pills. So sometimes I mix them up. They're all. Why does Express Scripts send all white pills? But there's no diversity in those pills, so it pisses me off. But it's okay if I mix them up and. Whatever, if I mix them up, as long as I get them all in for today. So, how much time do we get, HP? This is a new experience for me. So
Yeah, as long as you're comfortable and we're not
okay,
and Jeff is okay and not sleeping, we're pretty good.
So we have two teenagers, and they're not teens anymore, a 20 and a 21-year-old. For those of you, no, please don't applaud. It's a struggle just to raise them. Did you know it costs about $500,000 to raise a kid in the suburbs? I know. Yeah, breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. So my son, he went to UCLA film school, but he failed. He says, Dad, I want to transfer to USC. And I said, you know what? BCC is fine for you, Bronx Community College. So that'll work. But now he wants to be a rapper. I think mixed. Yeah, right. Mixed race rapper. You know, he wants to be the next Drake or the next Jewish Jay-Z. So I hope he makes it for my sake. But before I get out of here, so my daughter, I'd say she's the queen of the overdraft protection because she overdrafts her account every day. So all I am to my kids, I'm just a Venmo to my kids. So absentee father. So I'll just I'll leave you on this. My wife and I just had our 20th anniversary, so give it up. Yep.
Yeah, there we go. Here we go. We're giving it up.
Yep. My wife. So we do. My wife being West Indian, she does a lot of curry in the house every day. It's curry. So much curry. She puts curry in my coffee every day. So curry in my Cheerios. But the one thing she really likes, she loves more than anything in this world, is Olive Garden. I mean, we live in the tri-state area. We could go anywhere for Italian food, but she loves the Olive Garden. But people getting on me, they're saying, yo, you're too cheap, Larry. You should take her somewhere else. So I took her to a French restaurant this year, and it's called Le Jardin de l'Olivier. Olive Garden in French. So thank you very much. I'm Larry Goldberg.
All right, let's give him a round of
Proud,
applause, guys. Yes.
you guys, and endless breadsticks.
All right. Thank you very much. Here we go. Let me admit some more people. All right. So we're going to continue going here, and let me bring up some nice round of music here. And once again, like I said, let me it's a new board for me. And by the way, I kind of messed up on the Facebook. We weren't going live. So now we're live now. What the hell? Everybody missed my my premiere fucking introduction. What the hell? Next time. All right. So let me bring this up for yeah, this one should do. He was moving and grooving. He was the second one in line who came in. Please, everybody, remember to wait for it. I'm trying here, all right? So please, everybody, round of applause for Crenshaw. Yeah. Let's wait for it here. Oh, yeah, well, that's the ending. Everybody's like thinking, we finished? Oh, my God, I'm going crazy. Here we go. Yeah.
Go get him, Crenshaw.
Go get him.
I thought I was the only one hearing that for a second. Like I've never received wrap-up music at the start of this. Oh man, how's everybody doing?
Yeah, doing good. Cool.
Quick question. Have you ever taken a shit so good you felt like you could skip therapy that week? Just took like a nice cathartic shit, just got everything out, got everything off your chest. You get up to wash your hands, you're just thinking, you know what? My mom was doing her best. I don't know why I'm I need to dial you back a little bit. She's been cool. The other day, a little while ago, I was doing some clothing shopping. It was at this store, and I noticed this sign that said they had vegan leather jackets on sale. Like vegan leather jackets, right? So I thought, like, that's a very interesting way to sell fake leather. It's very slick. I remember when fake shit was just fake. and then you would get talked about for having fake clothes. Like when I was a kid, if you didn't have a horse on your collared shirt, you couldn't tell your friends like, "No, man, this is a vegan polo." Like,
Oh, no.
like this poverty has a cause. Speaking of poverty, so growing up, our parents, they weren't the best with money, but they did all right. But they would give us very terrible financial advice, like go to college. Very terrible advice, which unfortunately I listened to and ended up with a ton of student debt. Just, I wish I was able to laugh at it that much. Very stressful. Yeah, but I hate student debt because it feels like you're being punished for doing what's right in life. Like, it's almost like having to pay alimony when your marriage worked out. Like, you're not supposed to do like that. And I'm getting to that age where a lot of my friends are getting married and having kids. So I think a lot about like what's worse, having loans or having kids. And loans are way worse. Loans are so much worse. Because if you neglect your loans, they don't take them away and make them somebody else's problem. Like there is no foster care for student loans. You realize that college was a huge mistake. You can't sneak down to the fire department like, y'all deal with this now. It's like, Sally, go with the nice man. Go with the nice man, Sally. Oh man! So earlier in the year, the summer part, there's a lot of protests and riots and all that going on, and a lot of Black people would talk about how they had to put up with like awkward phone calls and texts from their white friends, like checking on them, showing that they're good white friends and all that. And I just thought it was very sad that it took an entire like nationwide protest for me to realize I don't have any friends. Like I didn't get not one call. Nobody was checking on me. It really hurt. I thought white people were evil. Turns out I just had very bad social skills. So. So I hate how long it takes to go bald. Like I feel like because it takes forever. It takes years to go bald. Like being bald is not so bad. Right? Shout out to the bald people out there. But going bald is a very annoying process. Going bald is almost like if you were on death row, but instead of just killing you one day, they just fed you less and less every day. Like we only get 8-piece McNuggets now. Like really? Okay. See what game you're playing there. And it's a very depressing time to go bald. That's why I wish you just got it over with. I feel like going bald is the worst breakup that you could ever go through. And like any other breakup, yeah, that kid know what I'm talking about. Like any other breakup, I feel like you just spend all your time thinking about what you did wrong. Just like, oh man, what the fuck was I thinking? Trying to look like Cisco, like. My hair used to be luxurious before I got that ultra perm. I don't know what that was. Man, but now I'm just stuck with this this emptiness up here, and I got the hair on the side. It is so terrible. It sucks because with the hair on the sides, it just serves as a reminder as how good things used to be. Like just this relic of a bygone era. I feel like when you're bald on top and you have hair on the sides, that haircut is the Confederate flag of haircuts. So, you're just like, look, man, baldness won the war. Give it up. I'm not sure why you're still trying to hold on to this. And the person is like, no, my hair will rise again. It's like, no. And you need to cut that shit off. You are a traitor with that haircut. Cool. What else we got today? Actually, you know what? I am going to wrap it up there. I'm Crenshaw. Thank you guys so much.
All right, Crenshaw.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. That's great. Okay, we're gonna continue this new concept I'm trying over here. I'm telling you, you don't know my vulnerability is right through the roof here. Okay, there you go. All right, so let's get some more jingles in here. Come on, and I promise I won't put on anything that's gonna throw you off. Okay, here we go. Nah, come on. What the fuck am I doing?
What is that?
That's a daydream shit. I don't know. Here we go. All right, this is good enough. Come on, let's start off with what I remember. She's not even here.
Oh,
yeah, there she goes. All right, she was drinking, she was moving. Come on, everybody, a round of applause for Ruthie. Come on, guys.
Get it, girl.
It's almost over. Yeah. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Good.
All right.
Good to
Yeah.
see you all. Wow, it's so cold out there. I decided to stay in and cuddle with you all.
Yeah.
Wow. No, it's pretty. It was so cold outside, man. I was outside waiting for my train, and this polar bear tapped me, and he wanted to borrow my scarf, man. Man, guys, and what a week! What a week! If I see one more Bernie Sanders meme,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pee on myself because them shit was funny. Wow, they were crazy. But man, who would have thought all it took were mittens to unite the country? I'm telling you. You even had the MAGA maniacs. They were getting in on it. We were all laughing together, having a great time. We forgot we were supposed to be divided, man. I tell you, we were having so much fun. Everything was going good. But then the Biden's administration announced that Harriet Tubman will be the new face on the $20 bill. I mean, I don't got a problem with that. Yep, I don't got a problem with that. But man, you had places like the Waffle House, public supermarkets, the Sack of Suds. They were dragging that $20 bill. Not me, man. Not me. When I go down south, I'm gonna have a ball. I'm gonna go grocery shopping. I'm gonna pick out a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm gonna be like grabbing this, grabbing that, and then you hear the the total is $220.27. How would you like to pay for this? I'll be like with Tubman's, baby. Here's one Tubman, two Tubmans, three Tubmans, four Tubmans. I'm gonna give her, the whole total of $220 of worth of Tubmans. And then 27 cents. Here's a quarter. I don't have 2 pennies, so here's another Tubman. Give me some change. But anyway, speaking of the South, man, lots of stuff going down in Florida. You have the Super Bowl in Tampa. Man, I tell all my friends and family that to be careful down in Florida, man. There's a man down there with little hands that likes to grab pussy. And there's a man down there with big hands who likes to deflate balls.
Oh.
Go down to your privates, guys. Anyway, speaking of the Super Bowl, it was good to know that the youngest poet, Amanda Gorman, that's the young lady who performed at Biden's inauguration, she'll repeat. Yep, she's gonna repeat her beautiful poem at the Super Bowl. Yep. Nothing goes together like football, nachos, beer, and poetry. Yep, there's gonna be some good poetry. Roses are red, violets you can pluck. if your team is not playing in the Super Bowl, it's because they suck. Anyway, going back to the cold and vaccinations. Remember I said I was gonna wait till Vicks come up with a COVID vaccination?
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait that long. I can't wait that long, so I decided to go with Johnson & Johnson. Because, yeah, Johnson & Johnson, they did a good job keeping my butt and my coochie nice and dry. That was good for them. But anyway, so I went to get my vaccination, and I learned they ran out. No more vaccinations in New York. So, yeah, that's messed up. So I was like, damn. Oh, well, I'll just go back and I'll wait for Vicks. But anyway, guys, thank you, everybody. My name is...
All right. Thank you, Ruthie. All right. So somebody just advised, my co-producer advised, we should go like 5 to 7 minutes, because if not, we'll be here till midnight and Jeff will really be asleep. All right. So we don't want to do that. Okay. So that's what we're all right. So let's bring up somebody new. Come on, guys. You guys aren't that jealous to get on board. You guys have been here, and we're going to give the new people a chance. Let me bring up a nice little jingle here. Let's bring up I don't know. Oh, shit. I should have wrote these, right? Yeah, I know. Here we go. All right, this matches her. She was waiting patiently. She's brand new to the Zoom. Please, round of applause for Heather Thurman, everybody. Yeah. All right, Heather. Just wait for it. It'll end soon enough. Yeah.
Hey, Heather.
Hey.
Heather.
Hey.
How is it, everyone? Is everyone
All
reading
right.
Netflix shows?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't have Netflix.
Seen this new show, Flight Attendant?
Oh, this is
I never woke up with a dead guy, but an 80-year-old kissed me and I wanted to die. I used to be a flight attendant back when we were hot. I mean, we had no choice. We had no choice. All we learned was hair, makeup, dyslexia. So we learned the terms like weight and balance, meaning don't gain weight and keep a balanced diet of Slim Fast and Adderall. The things I really needed to learn was how to deal with the drink cart. The drawers were always stuck. I'm pulling and tugging and pulling and tugging, and bam, Bloody Mary mix dripping down my face. I look like Carrie. Smell like an I smelled like an alcoholic any night, you know, after a long flight. I didn't learn how to... The drunks, come sit on my lap, baby. And I don't just mean the pilots. I felt like a beautiful model back then. Everything was slick and easy, so I looked like Carrie. But our lipstick was perfect. Now it's so different. You can be a flight attendant and weigh whatever you want. They could work the flight one day and film my 600-pound life the next. If anyone speaks, shut up or we'll land the plane. They have Homeland Security on redial. We're only one of two genders, gay or straight. Now, IA plus? I just never go with the alphabet anyway. Good luck with that. You know, JetBlue hires a lot of cops now. Yeah, NYPD. So after they serve you drinks and welcome to New York, they're pulling your ass over for a DWI. Back in my day, we could put a little vodka in the baby's bottle, shut them up the whole flight. fine. Today, you drink half a drink, you're arrested. And we used to get and throw peanuts. Now you say the word nuts, the whole plane goes quiet, and all you hear is the sound of EpiPens. We used to hang out in the cockpit, and I mean cockpit. Not I was busy playing the other flight attendants. So that the pilots could snort their cocaine so we could get back to China and Australia.
Oh.
No. We were sexually harassed by the pilots all the time. There was no Me Too back then, but we got them back. We just poured some Visine. Pour a little Visine in their coffee, and they had a shitty day.
Yep.
There were no support animals. We had support bras. Not only did we have, so did our boobs. We had great leftovers. I mean, we got laid over and over. Not me. I mean, I just noticed. I was the lookout for spouses and boyfriends. I could never be a flight attendant now. I can't be a flight Nazi. You can't drink and you can't fly the plane. No fun. They really have it easy today. They get these Bill of Rights. They don't even buy makeup because it's all tattooed. And they don't get STDs like we did because they can't go in the cockpit. Great thing is, I learned that I love to travel. I know how to lose 10 pounds by tomorrow. And I could pop 8 Adderall, go to China, Australia, and back. Bye-bye. That's my set. I'm Heather Landon.
Yeah. All right, Heather, way to go. Beautiful. Thank you, Heather. All right. See, I got this video working out, so now you can check yourself out on YouTube later on this weekend. But right now we're going live. So thank you again. Once again, this is for everybody putting up with all these technical things. All righty. We're moving along very quickly here. Okay, so let's give these people more entertainment here. Let me bring up some more music to bring you all up on some nice little jingle. Hey, let's do this one. Yeah, that'll be good. All right, let's bring him in since he's already chiming over the fire. Please. He's going to be... I got to get ready because he gets me on my punching bag. Everybody round of applause for Richie the Head here. There we go. Yeah.
Do your thing.
Richie's getting it in. Richie's getting it in. Get it, Richie.
Yeah.
All right. You know, when I tell people I work for the post office, the first question they ask me is, how many guns do you have? And I say, it's a 2-gun, 1,000 ammo minimum. And you watch those ads on TV, they boast about discreet shipping. Discreet shipping. Let me tell you something. There's no discreet shipping. We know. You're carrying it. You're getting dildos, diaper, or porn. We know. And I see the crazy, I work at the post for 30 years. I've seen the craziest things, what people do, what people mail. Some person actually taped coins to the top of the envelope and said, mail me back the change. And then another person actually put poop in an envelope and mailed it to the mortgage company. And I said, you know something? I said, I wish he used UPS. I want to see what Brown could do for him. And at Christmas, you know, I guess Christmas cards. This little boy wrote to his grandma and grandpa a Christmas card, and I guess someone else lived with the card because he wrote, and Uncle Boozy. So I wrote into Uncle Boozie's name, the number for Alcoholics Anonymous. And I got a phone call once. A woman said, asked me a question, can you mail live animals? Or, yes, we do, ma'am. Can I mail my ex a poisonous snake? And I said, if we could, I'd be mailing one to mine. We mail everything. We mail birds. Like I said, animal. We mail birds. You think maybe the birds could just fly there themselves? Way back when, we used to mail children. You wanted to mail your kid to a family member of the other state. It was like a mail or brat program. And during the pandemic, we had this toilet paper service. Priority toilet paper gets to your house guaranteed 3 days. Express toilet service got it there one day. Then we had special express service. Express service, they come in and actually wipe your ass. And I mail all my bills online, sadly, but except for one bill, to the alimony to the ex-wife. I'm hoping that would get lost. I've been there over 30 years, and I'm afraid I hope I don't get fired, but if I get fired, I'll be doing my best Richard Gere imitation. Don't you do it! Don't you do it! I have nowhere else to go! I have nowhere else to go! And my mom had me at 42. I was a change of life. So I want to thank my mom for having me later in life. I want to thank my dad for still being into my mom. And I mostly want to thank the drugstore that closed a little bit early so my dad could not buy a condom. And the Bible and the gospel mention Jesus as a child and then Jesus as an adult. They don't really mention Jesus the teenage years. And I have a feeling that maybe because he was more of a wise ass than a wise man. Yeah. He probably bet his friends he could walk on water. Got a lot of trouble when he changed all the water fountains in the town into wine. And before he cured the lepers, he cured his own acne. And a quick question. When God created Eve, he used one of Adam's ribs. Anyone want to know why?
Why?
It was the only thing he could spare. And I have a friend, he's into the sea, and he said, fishing. He said, Rich, if I die first, I'm going to get cremated. I want you to spread my ashes in the ocean. I said, no problem, my buddy. And I said, and if I die first, I want to be cremated too. But I want my ashes spread in Jennifer Aniston's panty drawer. And I live in Patchogue, and I'm known around the town. I'm very popular. I'm so popular they actually named a bar after me. That's right. It's called the Village Idiot Pub. And I got myself an Asian female proctologist. Every exam ends in a happy rear ending. And I did try this new Asian Italian fusion restaurant. The place is called Fungool's. Their signature dishes, some wop slop. And I got pulled up aside by a police officer. He came to my window and said, "Sir, do you know you were weaving?" I go, "Weaving, officer?" "I don't even knit." All right, thanks for your time. Back to our awesome host.
Richie. Yeah, Richie.
All right, thank you, Richie. Yeah. We're moving along. How you liking it, Mom? She's what are we doing over there? I see her. She's like, son, keep putting the laugh track. Come on. I'm just having fun because I'm all alone over here. That's it. All right. So let's keep this going. Let me bring up another jingle here. And like I said, this is like a Russian roulette here. And I'm going according to the seconds. And let's do this one. No, that's too small.
Small.
That's too small. There we go. All right, let's bring up. She's always here after her class, and that's usually after she's her class is SWAT. Everybody, round of applause for Helene. Come on, Helene. Do it.
Nice and big there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had trouble getting on tonight, even though Ziggy helped me. It was my own fault, so I was tardy from school. You know me, I'm a school kid. I have something very important to tell this whole group. Remember, every week I show you the pull
For the fan.
my fan, like Ron has and Mrs. Gillo. Well, I told you that my toilet overflowed. That's the only person who's been to my, well, Heather doesn't know this. The only one who's been to my apartment in 10 or 11 months is the plumber because I needed my pipes cleaned. I think well, the other day I was at a show. I was on the screen. I went to the bathroom and all of a sudden it went here and I thought it would go down and it rose over. So they're waiting for me. My toilet flowed over, but guess what? The next morning, Mrs. Gillo, guess what? The plumber came and I told him about the thing and he said, I'll do that too. And he Jose, I know it's not interesting to you, but it's especially not interesting to Heather because she doesn't know what I'm talking about. I didn't get my pull chain fixed for 10 months until the man came to clean my pipes again. I gave him $10. Well, what'd you say? Oh, you're laughing. I'm going to tell you about something I'm ranting about tonight, and that is LinkedIn. Okay, now LinkedIn to me is the baby evil stepchild of Facebook. I'll tell you why.
Yep.
You didn't even put a laugh track over that one. Jeff Greenberg, baby Ruthie, Heather, Rob, and you might use LinkedIn differently than it is for me. So let me explain. I'm not putting it down for people who need it. I get reminders, you haven't been on LinkedIn. Then I go on LinkedIn, they go, you have a message that comes over my screen, even if I'm recording a show. So I rush over. Oh, someone wants to buy my jokes. Somebody wants me to put on a show. No, you forgot someone's birthday. At 6 o'clock in the morning after I go to Tokyo at 3 a.m. I do birthdays on Facebook, and now I have to go tell the same person happy birthday on LinkedIn. So after you say happy birthday, what happens? You go back, you have a headline. Ooh, somebody wants me on LinkedIn. Thank you. I don't even know. So then there were comedian after comedian, and I press, connect, because I want them to want me to write jokes for them and be in their show. No. I got a note from LinkedIn, HP, and it said, some people are friending or connecting with people they do not know. This is a no-no practice. Then why'd you tell me to come back to LinkedIn? I don't know any of these people I'm trying to connect. Well, you have to catch them in the first second. I'm a comic. Right? I want to write jokes for you. That's not funny. But what is funny is... Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say.
That's funny.
Oh, I was gonna probably say that, I don't know. That's my rant about LinkedIn. I think I'm done. I had some other things about LinkedIn that bother me, but I think I'm finished right now.
I'm gonna find you on LinkedIn.
We're actually on LinkedIn. we're buddies, we're pals, we're networking people, and yeah. All right, Elaine, thank you very much. As always, you're awesome, and thank you very much for that. Okay, let's continue this. Let's keep going on to this side. Okay, here we go. Hopefully this is too fucking slow. All right. Yeah, let's pick this one. This one should do it. Oh my God. All right, don't cough on me, people.
Somebody got COVID.
All right. Jesus, I felt it from here. Okay, let's do this. No, we're not gonna do that. I like that. Okay, off-road. Here we go. Yeah, that was even better. All right, let's bring him up. Girl boy, let's bring him up. He was rocking to the soca music. Please, round of applause for Rob Shizhu. Yeah. Wait for it. There we go.
Hey!
Wait for it. Yeah.
Someone looks mad.
How you doing? How you doing?
Busy.
So guys, it's great to be back in HP's thing. Miss you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I missed you too, guys.
Yeah. So most of you know that I'm half Haitian. I'm half American. I got a funny story about my mom told me, years ago. So yeah. So she was actually at home. She was telling me a story about the time I was born, and it's funny because she actually was at home alone, and she thought she had to take a shit. But when she went to wipe, she felt my head coming out. So I was this close to getting baptized in toilet water. It's crazy, right? Damn, it's a long ass toilet. So I was named after two cops that delivered me. One's name was Robert, the other's name was Anthony. And those are fine names, they're okay. But thank you. But had they been like some really fucked up Haitian names, it would have been a completely different story. Completely different, like Officer Bobot, and Officer Tet Zozo. Even though they mean like vagina and dickhead in Creole, it's not the point. My mom was like, nah. My mom wouldn't have had it. And white people, do not go to Brooklyn saying Tet Zozo. You all right? There's a lot of Haitian. You're like, hey, Tet Zozo, how you doing, Tet? Haitian's gonna be like, are you calling me? Are you calling me? Why you calling me this? Why you calling me this? Oh. Don't call me. Where you get this name from? So so I'm my mother's only child. So I never had any siblings like growing up. I had a lot of cousins. So every weekend I would go to my aunt's house and spend time with my cousins. So she would drag us to a Haitian Catholic mass every Sunday. And that shit was annoying because with all the talking and singing, that shit would be like 2 to 3 hours long. I'll be all bored and shit. I'll be sleeping, drooling. My aunt wake me up. Like, Robert, wake up. You're drooling. I'm not drooling. It's holy water. Fuck out of here. Holy water, okay? My cousins will look at me like, really? Holy water? That's what you think it is? I'm like, you expect me to believe that that's the body and blood of Christ? Huh? Are you serious? If that's the case, that shit is cannibal. That shit is cannibalism right there. Okay? I ain't trying to taste Jesus. Actually, that's false. There's one time I wanted to, try the sacramental bread. I never had my communion, so I asked one of my cousins. I was like, "Yo, dude, can you hook me up with some bread? I'm kind of hungry right now, B. Kind of hungry." He was like, "I got you." He went all the way over there, came back with nothing. I'm like, "Dude, that shit is not funny, man. I'm starving." And this is gonna sound gay as fuck, but I was like, "Somebody put Jesus Christ in my mouth, please." I'm craving him. I'm craving him. I'm gonna try this new one, this new joke that I got. Anyone married?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Is anyone
Yeah,
mad?
so I'm married to a woman. you gotta be very specific,
To a woman.
To a woman, yeah. Because you
Opposed
gotta be
to-
very specific. Yeah,
Your
you gotta be
choices are
very
limited.
Now you gotta be very specific because it's 2021. I mean, people be marrying like some random shit, and you have to be very, like I said, very specific. Like some people are, like back in the day, you'd be like, "Oh, you're married to a female, right?" Yeah, it has to be a female. Thank you. And nowadays, like people just get married to random shit. Like, oh, this one's married to like a female. This one's married to a dude. This one's a transgender. This one's a transformer. This one is married to like robots. like I heard them, like there was this guy that had that married a sex doll. Did you guys hear about that? This guy married a sex doll. I'm like, what kind of shit is this? I mean, at least it can come inside her because she'll never get pregnant. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. There was also I also read there was a guy in California that married a cat. I'm telling you, this shit is weird. This shit is weird. But I know this. He's gonna tear that pussy up. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna tear that shit up. Thank you. Comedy DJ. Yeah. So yeah, marriage is tough though. Marriage, I'm not gonna lie, marriage is definitely tough. Like, I remember back in the day, when wives, get upset with a husband, they'll tell them like, go sleep on the couch, right? I was joking with my wife the other day, and she told me to go sleep on the couch. I'm like, really? Bitch, I got Netflix, I got Hulu, I got Amazon Prime. You telling me to go sleep on the couch? What is that? A punishment? Is that a punishment or a promise? Because like I say no more. All right, say no more. Like sometimes I joke with her on purpose just so she can tell me to go sleep on the couch. Insulting her on purpose. Like, bitch, your feet stink. Can I go sleep on the couch, please? So I'm gonna end it with this one. My son is going through the terrible twos, which is weird because he's 4 years old. How you going through terrible twos and you 4? That shouldn't make no sense. Terrible twos came up late, like he's going through the frightening 4s, or more like the yo calm the fuck downs. Like he's going through like he's having these little terrible, these tantrums, these little terrible tantrums. Yeah, that's not a good thing. Yeah, it's not a good thing. Like I almost gave him Xanax the other day. But I realized I ran out because I took all of them. So I gotta settle for plan B. Horse tranquilizer. All right, that's my time, guys. Thank you.
You you, Rob. Keep it up. Don't worry, and be a Latino and just give them NyQuil. That's all you got to do.
Okay. Good idea.
Yeah. All right, let's keep this going. Let me find some more jingles and jangles because this is what I do, and I'm getting used to this nice little new headboard I got here. So let's bring up something with the Red Velvet. Oh, yeah. This is like a detective song. And this is good for him because he's detecting what's going on out there in the world. And he's going to tell us right now. Please, round of applause for Jeff Greenberg, everybody.
Yeah.
Greenberg. Yeah.
Hello, Jeff.
Wait for it.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Jeff.
All right.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Oh God, what's going on in the world today? Who's this woman congressman? You know, the green, what? You know, the one with the conspiracy theories, saying like the Parkland school shooting was a conspiracy, this and that, all these crazy ideas. You know, remember the good old days when the only conspiracy theory out there was like, hey, what happened to Amelia Earhart? You know? Heather was talking about planes before. You know, this is the 10-year anniversary of the Sully Sullenberger landing the plane on the Hudson River. Yeah, and he was like nice and cool, you know, calm and cool during his, but I really want to do an underwear check, you know, I don't think. And you know, there's I forget the guy's name, but he was the last person off the plane, and he's doing all these speeches now. He's going around doing motivational speaking and everything. He was the last guy off the plane, and he was asked, what's the toughest thing you had to go through coming off that plane? And he said, holding those 46 bags of mini pretzels without dropping. Let's see. Who do we have in the crowd today? We got the HP's parents, Ron and Mrs. HP. Yeah, you know, they had a little argument. You know, they had to make sure they got to get back in time from the Golden Corral before the show started. No more trips to the buffet, Ron. We got to get back, you know? We got Richie the Head in the audience here. All right, Richie.
Hey.
Yeah, Richie, you know, I don't know if anybody knows this, but Richie was part of the insurgents, the Capitol insurgents. I actually saw on TV, it was a picture of him biting one of the policeman's kneecaps, you know? Left him immediately. Oh, my God.
And it stunk, too.
Huh? Yeah, and then there's let's see what else is going on. We have the Mike, the My Pillow guy, right? He was banned from Twitter, right? Banned from Twitter. Isn't that a sham? You know, he was talking with Trump, and you know, the martial law was coming up. You know, here's a guy who's. Well, this guy, he's gone from goose down to goose step. I mean, that's okay. And then they were discussing, well, Trump was saying, do you think we should throw in the towel? And he said, only if you buy 4 sets of sheets and pillows. Then I'll throw. Let's see what else is going on. We got, you know, Larry King. Larry King passed away last week. And I want to tell you something. If you think the Capitol riots were rough, wait till you see the attorney's office with the 7 ex-wives arguing over the will. That's really going to be rough. You know. And who was it? Was Larry that was talking about the Olive Garden? You know?
Yes.
Yeah. I was at the Olive Garden once. I actually saw Richie the Head fall into the bottomless salad bowl. You know, they had to have the fire department come and get him out. You know. How's everybody doing health-wise? We're all still staying above dirt, everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, you keep hearing all these strains of vaccines that are coming out, you know, all these crazy things. You know, it's like there's this one from South Africa, and they say, okay, so far the vaccine works okay with it. You don't get any sicker. But one of the effects that you might get is it could cause you to all of a sudden break into Larry from the Three Stooges impersonations. Hey, Mo, Miss Curly. Oh my God. And let's see what. Other than that, I think that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna give whatever time I had left back to our lovely host.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jeff. We got to catch him on. Okay. Thank you, Jeff. All right. So she's actually, I'm going to try and give her a nice little jingle because she actually has kudos out there on Facebook land, because they were telling her, hey, you were great. You're full of life. You're full of everything. And I thought that was wonderful. So here she goes. I'm going to bring her up with a nice little jam right here. She has audience out there saying, please, you're great, you're lively, we love you, you're still smiling. Everybody, round of applause for Terry Ann Zander. All right, Terry. Yeah.
Aw.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I saw that note, HP. It was a friend of mine from high school that I haven't seen in like, I don't know, at least 10 years. And
and she said you were great.
And I went to high school in Florida, so it's kind of cool to see that somebody that and it's very funny. I shouldn't share this because he might be watching.
Okay, but, it's just us. It's just us.
It's just us girls. Yeah, growing up, he's of a different faith than I am, religious faith, and he's very involved in his church, as I am in mine, which is different from his church. For example, in my church, we practice the rhythm method as a form of birth control. It's the Catholic faith, right? You've heard of the rhythm method.
Oh, yeah.
But I also practice the quarter between the knees method, which was very efficient until, wait for it, HP, until somebody needed change for $1.
Oh my God. I gotta give you that.
Wait, where's my change, HP? Come
I'm looking
on
for
now.
it. Wait, here we go. Here we go.
There it is. There it is. There it is. My vending machine. I'm making change for $1. And that's when I was younger, when I actually had a little bit of, control. And as I'm older, the birth control method is now separate bedrooms. Because when I was growing up and when I got married and I wanted to have kids, I really didn't want kids. I actually had I wasn't particularly interested in it. And I actually sat with my priest before I got married. And I said to him, I said, I know it's our point in life. It's my mission in life is to have and bear children. But the Catholic Church, that's what we do. And he said, don't worry about it, Terry Ann. One day you'll want them and just be patient. You can go ahead and get married. I got married and I've been married 23 years and I do have 2 children and I still don't want them. That never changed. The other day, I roll over in bed at night and I'm sleeping and the light from my smartwatch lights up and it kind of wakes me up and I sat up in bed and I'm like, oh my God, I got to text my husband. I got to tell him I'm going to be home late, not to wait up. I know it's late. Come on, give me something for that. Okay. Did you guys?
I'm looking.
Did you guys read the other day in the paper? Well, nobody reads the paper, but online. Did you guys read that using foul language is actually a sign of intelligence?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I'm smart as hell.
I'm a fucking genius, HP. There's no other way to put it. And you know what? It kind of goes with my whole Einstein look, which I've been sporting for a while. Don't I look like Einstein? The older I get, the whole hairdo. The only difference between him and I, though, his mustache is just a tad bit bushier than mine. Oh my God. So, who was it? Rob was talking about the guys having sex with cats or whatever. I live out in rural New Jersey, way, way west. And there was a guy out here. You can't make this shit up. There was a guy out here that wrote, it was in the paper again.
Who reads the paper?
Who reads the paper? I read it online. And we have a mimeograph machine out here too.
Let me smell that paper. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Smell of that. The smell of the ink. We're all high on mimeograph ink. Anyway, so this guy wanted to he wrote letters or sent emails to farmers asking permission to have sex with their horses and cows. And when they refused him, he firebombed their barns.
Oh.
And he was not discriminatory. He didn't care. He was an equal opportunity offender because he didn't care if it was a cow or a horse. He was any farm animal. I'm not making that up. You can read about it. Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, and this is a public service announcement. Now that it's colder weather in Jersey, if you're going to drive in Jersey, you can't warm your car for more than 3 minutes. You'll be fined.
Oh,
yeah.
There's nothing funny about that. That's the truth. You will be fined $250 for your first offense. I told you I have 2 kids, and I don't know about, big families, Italian families, Latino families, big families. You get them all together. I don't know about you, but we get everybody's names mixed up. Anybody else have this in their house?
Yeah.
Especially when you get real excited. My grandmother used to do it. All of us are gathered around. Then my mom started to do it. And I'm like, what's wrong with these people? Is this going to happen to me? And I'm thinking, probably not. I'm not related after all. I'm adopted, right? So, well, it did happen to me. And I only have the 2. My eldest, his name is Cutter, like the bug spray. and my youngest, his name is Hunter. Now, when you jumble those 2 names, work with me. Now, I only did it the one time. And my eldest says to me for years now, since then, he says, Ma, you gave us names. Why don't you use them? And I said, I can't. It's too offensive. We don't say that. My name is Terry Ann Zander. Thanks so much, HP, for having me.
Thank you. All right, there we go. Keep me on my toes.
Right.
All right. Okay. I was just notified that we have a special person in the room. And because of that, let me look for a special jingle if I can. If I don't fuck this up, I swear. Okay. Here we go. This will be good. There we go. This will be good. No, we already did that one. Yeah, this one. Let's see what this one brings. No, that's not the one. No, not that one. I'm sick of that one. No, not that one. Beautiful. You like that? Okay, we'll do that one then.
Is a special person Ron?
Romantic.
That's because that's how I play it. Because every time I play the piano, I always say, I wish my brother George was here. And we're going to bring her a round of applause because, please, she's waiting very patiently, and we're going to see all her face once she's spotlighted. Please, round of applause for Gladys Simon. Look at that. Oh, whoop, whoop.
No, I don't have my 7-minute lift on. I'm not ready. I just wanted to watch everybody, but I don't have to hear anybody say, "Did you get it? Did you get it?" I said, "You mean my microwave, the fourth one? It just arrived." But I got the vaccine.
Yeah, here we go. This for you.
Who are you? Where no one can get it. I decided I'm going to stay up for 2 days. I will get it somehow or other. And I was determined. I'm a Virgo. I made a decision. When I make a decision, the only thing is I made a decision to be 5 feet, and I can only get up to 5'11". But I am growing. I found the secret. Get taller. Okay. So I said to myself, I'm going to get on. One guy, Columbia Presbyterian. I did 20 minutes on being from the Bronx and knowing Tracy Morgan. He laughed so much. He said, "I can't, but I'll get you on the list." Not Schindler's List. Brought me back. You're on the list at Columbia Presbyterian on 198th Street, okay? And you're on a high list. Okay, so I got that. And then I said to myself, even NY Jew says not to call them. And there's your schedule. So I said, fuck it. I am going to tell them that I was scheduled, and I was. And the minute I got on it, they gave it away. And I heard, a little lie doesn't help, from an inside person at NYU, the head of the hospital, that they gave it away to the head of hospital's brother. And I was due. Anyway, I complained. I said, I'm X amount of age. My husband passed away. I've been hibernating for 2.5 years. I'm 43, and nobody's helping me, and it's illegal. And I am going to tell our new president if you don't get me a spot. And I had a spot, so it's really not fair. And then I launched into, I'm a stand-up comic, and she said, I said, just a minute. And she came back. She said, do you want a spot now? I said, what time? 9:40. I said, are you serious? So I did it. I got it, and I went, and I'm so proud of myself. And it helped me, even though I'm not making money in comedy. The second time, my humor got me by. She couldn't stop laughing, and she said, I'm going to try to help you. So I got it.
Hey.
Yeah. Excited. Yes. But I've been. All right. A chore. I'm trying to order food, and every place is close. And thank you, Jeannie, for your help on what to order and where. And I'm going to give it back to HB. Thank you. I didn't expect to go on it.
All right,
Gladys, we love you.
I'm going to, Robert, shut up. You're getting better. Okay. I have
Oh, yeah.
You're hysterical. Jeannie, get rid of some of the words. You don't need all those words. I was in the store. You go to the front. So I'm in the store. What other day? It's an act. Just go right to it. Cut out the words. Get to the essence where it's visceral so you could feel it. All right. I feel you. All right. Who is Ophelia? All right. So I want you all to get better. We will be opening soon in one of 3 clubs. I'm getting calls from 3 different openers. All they care about is but we will
all right.
Soon. I want you amazing. Thank you for the time.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Gladys. Appreciate you passing by. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're putting up with, and you came on when I've got a new board. Yay. All right. So let's continue this. Let's keep it going. Let's bring up a nice little, here we go. This is nice and, oh my God, I'm going to fucking kill myself today. All right, here we go. There we go. That'll do it. All right. Who's on board to go up next? Oh, yes. We can't forget him. He's here. He's now. Please, round of applause for the superstar of the week, Ziggy Susser, everybody. Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, HP. You can see how much rhythm I have. I couldn't even move to the music. Anyway, Gladys was talking about the shot, and I try to help Gladys because I got a shot at Kmart, not a hospital, not Javits Center, Kmart. It was like they were on the list, and you can't reach them with a computer. They don't have computers, so you can't do it with internet. You got to call them on a princess phone. That's the only way you can do it. So I called, I got through, and they said, "Can you come tomorrow?" So I said, "Sure." And I get there, and as I'm walking in, you could hear it was blue light special, and they were, "Attention Kmart shoppers, anyone over 65 with pre-existing conditions, go to the frozen food department." So I go downstairs, and they direct me to the freezers, because these things have to be cold, and the door is open next to like the Ben and Jerry's ice cream, and the pharmacist is in there, and he says to like put your arm in there. I have to put my he's all dressed in a park, and he's got this big hood, and he's got Bernie Sanders gloves, and he's giving me a shot with Bernie Sanders gloves. I stick my hand in, and he gives me the shot and everything. And in a lot of places, like the side effects are like a sore arm or something like that. But when you're getting in the freezer, you get frostbite and blue balls. That's what I got. And, I figured since I'm there, I might as well buy stuff, so I got milk, I got a stepladder, whatever, a few little things. I got pharmacist rang it up, and I got ice cream. They had Ben and Jerry's, they're always up to date and stuff like that. So I got two gallons. One was cherry Vaccina, and the other was viral vanilla and cherry. And after I bought it, like I even got a coupon, a 25% off tube socks. It's only good for the date, when I get my booster shot. That's the only date I can use it. That's the way they make sure that I come back on time, because I have this 25% off coupon. Anyway, there are a lot of people here. I want to give it back to the room. So everybody stay well, stay healthy. Nice to see you.
Ziggy.
Take care.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, I guess we're getting down to the nitty gritty of it all. I know I got two more performers left, and hey, what I think we broke a record tonight because we're finishing before 1 a.m. All right, all right. Let's see if this one will do good with. Oh, come on, what the? I got. Okay, let's see this one. Okay, no, that's not good enough. That's okay. Here. All right, that'll do. I promise. This is a very hypnotic tune because she's very hypnotizing when she puts on her makeup on Zoom. Please, round of applause for Jean. Yeah. Wait for it. It's a long one. That's what she said.
Hello, HP. Hello,
Hey.
HP. Jared. Hi. Yeah, so that was my hypnotic look, and you said nitty and gritty. So am I gritty? So, yeah, I haven't been working full time for a while now, and I can't really imagine because I woke up at 10 a.m. today. And then took another 2-hour nap. Yes, I'm very well rested. Yeah, yesterday I went to the Whitney Museum, which was nice to get out of the house. And they had photographs from my hometown, Columbus, Ohio. And there were, I think it was like a Black Lives Matter type of exhibit, because it was all Black people in the photographs. And I was telling my fiance, I don't remember these Black people in Columbus. It was very, very white growing up. I mean, I mentioned that I was like only one of 4 Asians in my entire town. And yeah, I mean, it was so white that Asians weren't even a minority. We were just like a blip. I mean, my mom would go to the mall and she'd come home and give us a full Asian sightings report. I see 1 Filipino, 2 Korean, 1 Chinese, and buy 1 get 1 free sale. So yeah, so that's what it was like. Yeah, and one of my first jobs in Ohio, I was a waitress at, I was a server actually at Chili's. And I think the manager only hired me because he thought I was a smart foreign exchange student. And then one day the supervisor asked me to change into the new uniform shirt and take off my old uniform shirt right in front of all the customers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Whoops. Wrong sound effect.
Scores? So I think Jose was talking about baseball stats the other day. And I'm doing a callback to that.
It'll be a setup later.
Yeah, because my fiance was telling me, he said, you know who was hit the who got hit in the balls the most during the in his face during the years of 1962 to 1964? And I said, who? And he said, Liberace. I said, I didn't realize he played baseball. Yeah, so I was a journalism major at in Ohio, at Ohio State. And I did a lot of free internships, including one at Larry King Live. So yeah, I actually had to pay to do this internship. I had to, somewhere to stay in DC, and that's how these things work. But yeah, but I mean, he looked pretty old even when I was in college doing this. I mean, he basically, I said the only way I could punctuate his time there is that I think I met his 6th out of 8th wife. And I met him like when he had his 1st out of 7 heart attacks. Oh. Yeah, so my mom, she lives in Staten Island, and it's a lot like Ohio, actually, in some ways. There's not a lot of people there. So she said that half the time she doesn't even realize that there's a pandemic. Even when we were young, she was like, she's been like hoarding and rationing food and paper products since the end of the Korean War. I mean, we're actually going over there tomorrow because we need some more napkins and Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, when my mom first met my fiance, my boyfriend, she didn't like him. I mean, she basically didn't think anybody was good enough for me. Okay.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until he started fixing her toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he started growing on her. So I mean, now like she just shows up at the door like with a broken clock, and she just hands it to him, and I'm like, well, can we like come in and take off our shoes and hi, Yeah. Ziggy mentioned tube socks, and this reminded me. Tube socks. It reminded me when I first moved to New York. It was like 20 years ago, and I went rollerblading in Central Park. And there's this one hill there, and I fell. And I was kind of bleeding a little bit, and I had tube socks on. So I had to use the tube socks to kind of wipe off the blood. And then this like guy comes over and he says, I expect him to ask me if I'm okay. And he goes, excuse me. He goes, are you single? And I was like, excuse me? He's like, yeah, do you have a boyfriend? I'd like to coffee. So yeah. So yay.
Good job.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
All right,
All right. Thank you very much, Gene. And remember, that led you down your career of being a lobbyist. Don't worry. So all of that. All right. So, hey, look at that. Hey, it was almost flawless. Like I said, new sports. I got a new video board here, so I'm doing the best I can. Thank you for putting up with this. But I definitely know that we're going to bring this guy up with his usual and I don't even have to look for it, even though I am. Here we go. We're going to introduce him to his Lira music, please. He's always on time for being late. Please, round of applause. For Jose Angel Diaz, everybody. Wait for it.
Nice sweater.
One more round of it. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Go
Thank
get
you,
him,
Ruthie.
Jose.
Terry Ann, I've got the bling on for you just in case.
Oh, thank you. Oh, Jose.
You're quite well. HP, you were talking about the blood of a porcupine. The blood of a porcupine in a vaccine.
Yeah.
That that sounds reasonable because they've got their own needles. That's an easy shot. You can vaccinate a bunch of people at the same time. Where's Larry? Larry said he's got everything that has the itis on the end of it.
Yeah, where he left.
Except no, he's there somewhere. Except for the itis you get after you eat.
Don't say it, Jose.
Some of you guys know what I'm talking about, right? You get I got the itis. I get the itis.
Don't say it.
Crenshaw, where's Crenshaw? I like when he came in. I thought he was standing in front of Trump Tower.
That was Yankee.
Well, Ruthie, obviously they changed the name. Ruthie, I'm with you. I'd love to see Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill. I'd love to see that. It's been happening. They've been trying to do it for years. I just can't see Harriet Tubman with cocaine on her nose.
Oh.
Because her nose is going to be right in the crease, right in the crease of that $20 bill. And you know how that goes. Richie, where's Richie the Head? Richie the Head, I got to ask you a question. If I send a letter to somebody and I put their address in the to address and their address in the from address, and don't put a stamp, what do you do with it?
You get it delivered for free.
There you go. I figured it out. Helene, where's Helene? I
But
love
see,
Helene.
here's the
Helene.
trick. You can't have it postmarked in your town because postmark from where you are and it's going someplace else.
Got it. Got it.
It can't be postmarked in the same town.
Thanks for that. That's
Just
a
helping
lot
out.
of it. Where's Helene? Helene, I thought the plumber came to get his pipes cleaned.
Waka wow, waka wow.
And another question, is your fan on right now or is it off?
Well, he didn't shut it, but when I turn the light on, it's still going around, but I do have the capacity to pull the chain.
Gotta be careful pulling some guy's string, you know.
You ever have somebody that talks so much and you go, who pulled your string? Hey, it's Rob Saju. Rob Saju, when you fall asleep on the couch, right, with the TV on, and your wife comes in and turns off the TV, do you say, hey, I was watching that? Because I remember doing that all the time. Fall asleep on the sofa, and wife come in 4 hours later, turn off the TV, like, hey, I was watching that. No, you weren't. Yes, I was.
Not yet.
So I saw Terry. Where's Terry? Terry Ann.
Where is she?
You could tell that she's from New Jersey because when she said 3, she said 3, right?
She's not here.
Where'd she go? Well, she did 3 with these 3 fingers. In New York, we say 3. If you're a Proud Boy, you go 3. All right, that's.
There you go.
Oh.
Wait, there you go. There you go.
There you went. She's back. She came back. Einstein is back. So Judy was talking about, so this week, just last week, Hank Aaron died, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sad because he was he was in his late 80s, and Cloris Leachman died just earlier this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So 2 people died that were great that we all knew. One of them never hit a lot of home runs. And the other one never took performance. Now you know Hank Aaron never took performance enhancing drugs. Did you ever see Cloris Leachman on Dancing with the Stars?
Yeah.
She was 82 years old. You know she was on something. Hank Aaron, when he was coming up, he was gaining on Babe Ruth, right? And people were pissed, right? They were calling him and threatening his life. People were pissed that he was going to beat Babe Ruth. But Babe Ruth hit his last home run back in 1935. So the people threatening him probably never saw Babe Ruth hit a home run. As a matter of fact, most of that stuff wasn't on film. And Babe Ruth used performance-enhancing drugs, by the way. It's a proven fact. As a matter of fact, Babe Ruth was an alcoholic.
Wow.
Babe Ruth liked to drink. Not only did he like to drink, when they played back in those days, they didn't have stadiums, right? They played like in polo grounds. So what Babe Ruth would do, get to the game early with a case of beer and get the other team drunk. So if he hit it over the second baseman's head, that was 7 home runs like a cricket game. He just run back and forth, back and forth. Did you realize that they named a candy bar after Hank Aaron?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, O. Henry, right? O. Henry. And they named a candy bar after Babe Ruth?
Yeah.
Yeah, Baby Ruth. Wrong. Neither one of those was named for either one of those guys. Right? Because Babe Ruth was born, started playing baseball after they made Baby Ruth. And Hank Aaron didn't hit a home run until a long time after O. Henry was done. You know who did get a candy bar named after him?
Reggie.
Mr. October.
Yep.
Reggie Jackson. When was the last time you saw a Reggie bar? but you can still buy an O. Henry. Right? You know, just yesterday, earlier this week, right? The Hall of Fame did not induct anybody into the Hall of Fame. Nobody got inducted. No Pete Rose, no Barry Bonds, none of those guys, right? And it's sad because I think both of them deserve to be in the Hall of Fame because they played good baseball. Yeah, so Pete Rose bet on baseball, right? And not a good thing to do. And Barry Bonds, they claim, did steroids. Barry Bonds hit 762 home runs. Last one, I think it was in 2007, right? Henry Aaron hit 755 home runs. And you know why they said that Barry Bonds did steroids? They never caught him doing steroids. They never tested him for steroids. They said, have you seen the size of his head? That's what they said. They said, look at the size of him. He's got this huge head. He's big. It's got to be the steroids. To that I say, yeah. But Alex Rodriguez has a little head. And they have proved that he has taken steroids at least 3 times in his life. Watch him make it to the Hall of Fame. Barry Bonds and who else died this? Yes, Cicely Tyson.
Cicely Tyson, yeah.
Cicely Tyson passed away. That's a sad, sad thing because she was a great actor. You know whose mother she played on television? She played LeVar Burton's mother in Roots.
Yep.
Your name is Toby. Kunta Kinte. Toby. Kunta Kinte. Tell him your name is Toby. Oh, I just thought about that because so Cloris Leachman was in Young Frankenstein in 1974. Did you ever see Cloris Leachman in Young Frankenstein?
Frau Blucher. Yep.
What was her name?
Yep.
Frau Blucher. Frau Blucher.
I gotta go watch that movie because I don't know what the hell he's talking about. So what else did I want to talk to you about? What was I thinking about? So I'm thinking about getting the vaccine, right? I think they have it in Kmart, Walmart. I'm waiting for it to come to the dollar store next to the jelly. Because everything shows up at the dollar store. I don't know how you could get so much shit for 99 cents. Or maybe I'll wait till it goes 5 and below or 5 and above now. That's right.
The stock market.
5 and above. No, maybe they'll start selling it at the GameStop. HB, are you an investor? You invest in stock?
Oh yeah.
Wait, you know who else died? Larry King. Like Larry King. Who was talking about? Who blew up that? Was that you, Terry Ann, where they blew up the houses with the horses and the cows? Blew up the farms? That's terrible. That sounded
terrible.
like an old Jerry Springer show, right? Because I saw a show with Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer.
Where
There
are
was
you,
a guy
Jose?
on Jerry
I lost
Springer.
you.
Wait, look it up, Google it. He wanted to marry his cow.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend was there, and she wanted to have a debate with the cow. Why she was a better heifer than the cow was. Anyway.
What you're talking about, Jose?
I actually met Larry King once. I was in an airport with a friend of mine. We were down in Washington, D.C. You know, Larry King was only about 4'8". His head was about 3 feet tall. And somebody said Larry King had how many wives? 7 wives and a 14-year-old son?
Wow.
Wow. Big head, Larry King. Big head. I was thinking about, Rob Jew was talking about going to church as a Catholic. And I, like Terry Ann, and a lot of people on this call, I grew up Catholic. I actually was an altar boy. Not that kind of altar boy, right? We didn't go to the power. Actually, I was an altar boy. And if you were ever an altar boy, you have to wear a surplice and a cassock. Now I don't know. Now they have servers now. They don't call them altar boys and altar girls. They have girl servers. But back then, the top was white and the bottom was black, right? And back then, Chuck Connor sneakers were very popular.
Yeah.
So I used to wear my brand new black Chuck Connor sneakers, and I made sure that the Surface and Calic. You can tell I'm an atheist now, right? I used to make sure that they were short so they could see my brand new sneakers. And as we were serving the bread, I don't know if you people that are Catholic, right? You go and you have the little plate. Rob said you should know, and he was eating Jesus. And they had the little thing, right? So we had our friends would come up to the line, and the priest would, there'd be two of us, one on one side, one on the other. The father would, body of Christ, body of Christ. So when our friends came by, we'd hit him with the little tray in the neck, body of Christ. We used to take, you know, some of us didn't want to go to church either. I know, Rob, we used to fall asleep. In order for us not to fall asleep, what we used to do before we were altar boys were, when you have to stand a lot and sit a lot and stand a lot. So the old men, you can't wear your hat in church, right? You cannot wear your hat in church. And the old men, they used to take off their hats, put them down on the bench, and then stand up and sit down, stand up and sit down. So every time they stood up, we'd move their hat. So when they sat down, who moved my hat? Last thing I'll tell you about being an altar boy was, you know, sometimes you hear organ music in the church, right?
Yep.
But a lot of the time, it's not really an organ player. The church we went to on Mother Gaston Boulevard in Brooklyn, Our Lady of Mercy, did not have an organ player. They had a Victrola in the back. So one day we went to the back and we found the Victrola and the music, the organ music they used to play, and we found a bottle of wine. Big bottle of Carlo Rossi wine. So I helped my brother take a sip while I DJ'd. With the church music. And you know there was a poor box. There was a poor box back there. And we were poor. So I tried to stick my hand in the poor box. It had razor blades. So how dare they? That's the poor box. I'm poor. If there is a hell, I'll meet you there. Yes. You guys have been great. Thank you,
There we go. You caught me there.
The
Okay, give him
professor
a
of comedy. The history.
Wow, was that a training for me or what? You guys were awesome. You guys were awesome. This is round of applause for all of you guys today. Yeah, that's for you.
Hello,
Hey,
everybody.
hey,
Stay safe.
you guys did wonderful tonight. Right? Remember, stay safe out there. Stay wonderful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you with this because, hey, we got to end it now. And thank you for joining on. And remember to just stay safe, everybody. All right, come on, guys. Here we go.
Peace.
There we go. Remember to log out as you wish, but please don't be like my parents sitting there till next week, everybody. All right, guys. Thank you once again.
Jose Diaz, you're on the air.
Thank you very much, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. My toe guy is calling me. I gotta go, all right? You guys, I'll be. Thank you. Good job.
Gladys, great job. Good to see you on this Friday night show.
Yeah.